It's okay. I am here. It's okay. I am sorry. Guys, I am late. Yes, I am late. Very orangey. There we go. hello, Bruno. I am late because the pizza was late. What can I say? I do not make the pizza, and I did not make... Can I help you with something? Come on, then. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Brent. Come on. Up you get. You coming up? You coming up? Oh, here he comes. The most awkwardest dog. Oh. The most awkwardest dog in the world, Bruno. In the world. Well, Ed, 60 degrees. Conky, Christoph, Peppy, how is everybody doing, guys? How are you all doing? Bruno, what are you doing? Come on. If you're coming up, come up. Just don't be... He smells food, you see. Smells food. I had pizza. Literally, I was eating pizza like 30 seconds ago. Come on. Come on. Come on. Right. There you go. Now, what are you going to do now? Just give me a hug. Oh, Bruno, your claws. They're in my neck. They're in my neck. You're such an agent. Why are you such an agent? Why do you only do this when I'm live? Like, you never, ever do it any other time. Well, Tom, how's it going? Ed, guys, what is the crack? How is everybody getting on? What has been happening in Wally's world? Guys, I have been painting. It's one of those jobs, isn't it? It's just one of those jobs. Normally, I am not. I don't mind painting, actually, and it was okay, but it just seemed to go on for a long time. I was only painting one room. It took 4 coats of paint. Like painting over a white wall took 4 coats, internal as well. Was really surprised. Was it 4 or was it 3? No, it took 4 coats, 4 bloody coats of paint. Couldn't believe it. Anywho, what can you say? Close the door, please, girls. The girls are watching Thor Ragnarok, the greatest Thor movie ever. I'm on the special sauce tonight as well. Trying to calm my nerves for tomorrow, you know. Anywho, what has been going on? Monday swimming. Still no tires. Pat, how's it going? Still no tires. I ordered tires for the truck, and they didn't turn up on Monday, and then they didn't turn up all week, and then they turned up today. So when I was talking to him on the phone, and he said that yes, the tires had turned up today, and I says, well, and we got they're the right tires and they're the right size. He went, well, actually no. So what I was doing is I was going from a 245 to a 265 in tire size, because I wanted a bigger tire, because it's because the tires look a bit small on it. You could, like, there's room in it for bigger tires. And now these tires are expensive. Like, this is it's over £600 for 4 of them. And he says no. So they're going to be the same size as the ones that you already have on the truck. And I was like, okay. And then I thought about it, and I went, no, it's not okay. I'm going to be looking at them for at least 4 years. No, I want the bigger tires. I want the yoke to look a little bit chunkier. Now, they're not that big that I need a lift or anything like that, a lift kit or anything. But I just was like, no, do you know what? I said, send them back. I don't want them. I want the size I ordered. So I am still tireless. But I was down in the woods today. I had a wee bit of a video to finish up in regards for a Red Branch bushcraft video. I've been doing a series on Red Branch bushcraft about different size backpacks and the best all-round backpack size for year-round bushcraft, I suppose, in my environment. UK, Ireland type environment, you know, rainy, not really that cold. And if it is really cold, it's only for like maybe a week or so. I was finishing that up today, and I was taking some pictures of things, of rucksacks. I'm going to put my glass back on, guys. I can't read those comments. Taking some rucksacks taking some photographs of rucksacks and stuff like that. And I got an email. Right, I got an email. I am going to type this into I don't Jutes. Is it Jutes? Jutes? Peppy, you might be able to help me with this. How do you pronounce? Let me tell you. DEUTZFAHR. Anybody know? Joits. Yes, that's it. So I got an email from them. Do you remember a little while ago I said, that's it, I've had enough. My back is broken. I'm sick of digging bloody holes and doing all these stupid things that I could be doing with a compact tractor, except that I do not have the money to be able to afford a compact tractor, and I probably never will, in fairness. They're just outside my budget. I don't have where are you going? I don't have a disposable income. Deutz, Tom? Deutz, is that it? Anyway, so I emailed all these companies off, right? And I explained to them my situation, and I explained to them how a lovable rogue I was. Look at me all covered in food. And, you know, I was a lovable rogue and all that. And do you see this? I have nothing for you here. And I was a lovable rogue and all these different things, and how I could be amazing as a spokesperson for your compact tractors and stuff. And basically they all, when they stopped laughing, they Dan, how's it going, buddy? Long time no see. Basically, whenever they stopped laughing, they didn't email me back. Well, today they did. And they emailed me back. Bernard's eating cat food. He just pulled the cat food down off the counter. Did you hear that? He pulled no. They typed in hello. All good, Dan. I've just finished up a video series on trying to find the perfect all-round bushcraft rucksack size on the Red Branch Bushcraft channel. But yeah, so they said, can you give us a ring? Give us a ring. They didn't laugh. There was none of that stuff. They said, give us a ring. You see now, if I pull up the email. We've been given your contact details by Judge Farr. Please give us a call back on blah, blah, blah. So I rang them straight away. Not even a second. Dude, hello, this is me. You emailed me. Now I ring you. And they did not laugh in my face. I explained to them the situation. They were aware of it. They said, we know you have a channel. We have your information here. We will go and have a talk about it, and we will pass it up the line. And I was like, well, there you go. That is the most productive talk I have had about a compact tractor with a company. See, they have just, it might work out because they have just launched their compact tractor range. Now, they're a company that's been making tractors for a long time. You see them around here all the time. But you never know. Nothing might come of it. Dan, you out camping tonight? It's going to be coldish, isn't it? coldish. I'm going to say it's going to be coldish. Bruno. Oh, it's not Bruno. It's okay. What's he doing? Oh, is he? 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's going to be 3 degrees, Dan, if you're out tonight. So hopefully I got a what did I get? I got a wood stove. I got an Outbacker wood stove, the same as the one you have with the little window in it. And I have my big tent also. No, I don't. I took it down. I'm going to have to set it back up again. So hopefully I can get some winter hot tenting done. Do you have any safety tips for winter hot tenting? Might be a wee video you could do. Oh, lovely. Can full of spiders, boy. You can eat them. Here's a video for you. Dan, you could do like a safety video for somebody doing their first hot tent. Does that make sense? Is that something you could do? Deutz. Yes, okay. Deutz. Look, see, this is the thing. All these companies that are hard to pronounce, they're the only ones that ever contact me. Probably because they've watched the video and went, right, this guy's really bad at pronouncing things. So these are the ones I think that I would be looking at. One of these ones, maybe. Is there anything you can say offhand, Dan, that you would bring? Like, do you need a carbon monoxide alarm, anything like that? Now, this tent was already set up, so I'm hoping. There has been a fire burnt in it before, but I don't see any scorch marks or anything like that, and I don't see. Don't. I'll try my best. I'd just be more worried about like the hidden danger stuff that you don't think about until you've done it a couple of times. Yeah, I must get out soon. I haven't been out in so. Oh, did you burn yourself bad? Renault, Peugeot. They call them Peugeots here. Look at there, Peugeot 205 going down the road. But then they say funny things here, like radiator instead of radiator. They say architect instead of an architect. And they also say, I know somebody who says, who calls this a stabilizer. A stabilizer. Don't overheat the tent. Okay. It's a big tent. 6 meter tent. What? Are you threatening them, Conky? Are you threatening them? That is a good idea, Pat. That's a good idea. Yes, sleep in. First time I do it. I haven't even burnt the stove in the tent to see how hot it gets. I might actually try and get that done tomorrow with a group. Then we all get poisoned by carbon monoxide. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Hot tenting is something I've always been interested in, and it's your fault, Dan. It's from watching your bloody videos of you and all your cool tents. But sorry, a pepperoni pizza. Very thirsty. I've drank all my water already. We'll have to go get more. Oh, and I found somebody. Oh, I've already done the first burn of the tent. Bob, how's it going, buddy? I've already done a first burn of the stove. and I did it out in the forest. So, and I burnt it for about 2 hours, and you could smell the paint coming off it. You know, there was that painty smell. What was I going to say? I went to, there's a school I work in, right? And over the road from the school, I sort of knew there was a chainsaw shop somewhere there. I wasn't really sure. Well, anyway, I went to this chainsaw shop. I thought I'll take the 435 down and I'll see what he's like, because I have all this other stuff that I need to get serviced as well, like the lawnmower and the trimmer and stuff like that. And I thought I'll take I'll take 2 saws down and I'll see what he's like. So I'm sort of testing them. So I took the 435 down and the 181. So it's 50-50, right? So what I did was I explained to him the situation with the 435, and he sort of was happy enough. I showed him the 181, and he went, "Oh, that's an old saw. You're not going to get parts for it." First thing out of his mouth. So I thought to myself, this is not going to be the guy for me. And I says, "Look, listen, here's the crack about the 181. So I was explaining to him about the high compression and stuff like that. And I started to pull it over. And I was just trying to explain to him how that normally it fires, but it wasn't firing, and so it wasn't starting. And he went, "Go on, pull it, will you? Pull it," you know, as if I didn't know how to pull it, pull the starter. And I says, "Look here, you try it." And he went, "Oh, there's something wrong with that saw, something wrong with that saw," straight away. And I was like, "No, there's not. There's not. There's just a knack to it. You need, you know, I can show you the knack to it, and then I want you to find out why it's not working." And he's like, "Oh no, it's an old saw, it's an old saw." So I put that one away. So I think this guy is not going to be, I think he'll be able to do my servicing, but I think that might be it, you know. And this is the thing, when you get into saws the way that I am into saws and stuff like that, I don't need somebody who's just going to say, "Oh, it can't be fixed." I need somebody who's going to go, "Oh, let me have a look at that and I'll see if I can figure out what's wrong with it." Do you know what I mean? So, but he had a 500i and he had a 582 as well. Is it a 582 or is it a 583? $585 he had a 585. Jesus Christ, that is a saw. My God of Almighty, it was a beast, a beast. The 500i was nice, but this just felt like so much more of a saw. It really did. AJ, how's it going? It felt like just like a beast of a bloody saw compared to the 500i. You go for it, Christoph. £1,000. It was £1,000. Mental money, but this still was more expensive, you know. So 592 looks like a beast as well, but he had 560s and 555s. There's some bloody price. But anyway, unless I get a big lotto win, it's looking like there'll be no new chainsaw for a long time. He also mentioned, and some of you guys might know more about this, and you see, I'm always trying to gauge these boys to see if they're taking the piss, to see if they're trying to pull a fly one, because that's what they do. So this is what I found. You know, it's like a guy when I needed helicoil, the man says, "Oh, we'll sell you a new engine." You know, does anybody fall for that? Does anybody actually go, "Oh, I need a new engine"? Okay, yeah, order me a new engine instead of a £30 bloody helicoil kit. Order me a £350 engine, you know. So this is what I think. So he mentioned something about I said to him about the 435. I said, "Look, it's starting, but I still don't think the issue is mainly with the carb. I think there's an issue somewhere else." And he went, "Oh, it's probably the flywheel or something like that." He didn't say flywheel. He was on about, he says, oh, there's a wee plastic component on the inside of it. He says, oh, if that's gone, you're better off chucking the saw and buying a new one. And I was like, yeah, so he's trying to sell me a new saw. That's what he's doing, you know. So is that the case? Is that something that you look out for? Pat, are you still on there? Any of you guys that's building saws? Let me know. What? Oh, yeah. I get you, yeah. Oh, guys, they're watching Thor. They're watching Thor Ragnarok. What a bloody brilliant movie. We watched, I never finished that movie last week. Goats, how's it going? It's going out for deer. Is it that time of year already? When does season start over there? I don't know. Do we have an out of season? I know that we, good country living. How's it going? Ed, I have been nervous about this weekend since last weekend. I can't even look at the things. I don't know. I really don't know. I am quietly optimistic. Quietly optimistic. I really feel like Ireland can do a number on New Zealand, and I feel if to do a number on New Zealand without too many injuries, that's it. We're coasting. I really think that South Africa could beat France as well, and I don't know what is going on with them bringing back what you call them. Nice GCL, Hall and Water. I know, Pat. This is the problem. The last guy, he was a mechanic. He was always about fixing stuff, you know, and that's what you need. You need a mechanic. You don't need somebody who wants to sell you a saw. Nice. And can you shoot anything, Goat? That came out wrong. Can you shoot anything, Goat? Like, is it does? Is it bucks? So, like, what's the crack? I think, Ed, that possibly this weekend is going to be the greatest weekend of rugby that has ever happened in the world ever. I really think that these are unbelievable games. I think Wales and England have massively lucked out. Jesus Christ, what sort of a draw did they get? And I would love to see Fiji win. I think Wales will probably beat Argentina. And I have a funny feeling that France is going to get beat. I just think South Africa will be too much for them. I think England will get beat. I do. I really think that England have not played well and have not played a decent team yet. And if you think back to the Six Nations last year, they were not in a good place. I don't know. I don't think this is England's World Cup. You know, they got to the final last time, which was unexpected, because I didn't think they were in a great place then either. But I feel like it's England and Fiji, and it's Wales and Argentina, isn't it? Argentina is a bit of a bogey team. This is the problem. I know what last time Ireland played Argentina, they hammered them, but in the last World Cup, Argentina put them out. You know, England-Ireland final could be a thing. This is it. This is the thing. England-Ireland final. But whoever wins the France-South Africa game, I think will make it to a final. That's what I think. But Dupont, I don't know why they're bringing him back. See all this stuff about, oh, you can't touch his face, or you can't touch his head or anything like that. If you can't touch his head or his face, he shouldn't be in a rugby match, not in the World Cup, because he'll get permanently injured and he'll never be able to play again. That is what I think, but I have never played rugby in my life, and I have definitely never coached any sports in my life. But there you go. There's Wally's 2 cents on that. 6 deer a year. Well, do you know what? We only have 6 deer in our local area. USA versus Germany in a friendly match. I will say that Germany will win that by probably about 5 goals. Who's down there? Come on. Who is it? Cooter. Do you want to see Cooter? You haven't seen Cooter in a while. She doesn't come upstairs very often. Cootie. Come here. Where are you? Come here. This is Cooter. Cooter's an awkward one. She doesn't like getting up on top of people's knees and stuff like that, look. Shade the goat. It sure is, buddy. Dress warm. Dress warm. This is Cooter. Ooh. Oh, Cootsy. Oh, you got a big fat belly. Oh. Oh, Cooter. Your claws are in my beard, man. Relax the cats, will you? Do you want out? Do you want out? She wants out. I have to let the dog out because nobody else is paying attention to what's going on in the house. Come on, Cooter. So, no matter what happens, guys, it is going to be a very interesting weekend of sport, and I'm really looking forward to it. Dan, what do you reckon? Ed, you're Scottish, aren't you? Dan's English. The rest of you guys are from the States. Peppy, where are you from again? You're from Germany. Yeah, that's right. Peppy's from Germany. Let me see. Who else is on there? AJ is German as well. Oh, you're English, Ed. I thought you were Scottish. Were you? I see. So you were just saying Scotland was going to beat Ireland. That game was unbelievable. Unbelievable. I feel that the Ireland-Scotland game, I felt that maybe Ireland shouldn't have brought 6 changes at once. That little 7-minute spell when they let Scotland back in the game. They should have kept Scotland to 0. They should have. It just would have sent more of a message. I really feel sometimes that Ireland just can switch off, whereas they just need to keep the pressure on. The first half was unbelievable. Jesus Christ. Japan beat Germany in soccer. That's what you're saying, Peppy. Pat, what's the challenge? And can I do it from my bed? No, that's worse. Don't even say anything like that. Don't even come back on that one. That's terrible. So that's it. So all I have to do now is I have to get my tires. I could have bought a brand new saw with the amount of money it's going to cost me to get these bloody tires. Save up £1,000 and buy a new saw while saving money. Do you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is what I do. I just keep going. Oh no, you're going to get an advert. You're going to get an advert, guys, in 50 seconds for some of you. I actually didn't realize that you could tune the adverts. So what I have done is I have put the least amount of ads available on the live streams. So I don't know if that's going to make any difference. If any of you guys are there that got an advert last week, tell me if there's any difference in the advert this week. If you get one, that is. But yeah. So, oh yeah, sure, of course. I was down building at my new workshop. I have drilled some holes in the stumps, and what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to put Epsom salts into some of the stumps and make a wee video about it, and see if that makes a difference. And I have forgotten to buy Epsom salts like 6 times, and I've been in the Epsom salts shop. Yes, we have a shop that sells Epsom salts. It's called TK Maxx. But besides that, guys, there's not a lot going on. Ads inserted. I got to split some wood. I got to do some kindling. Chippy, how's it going? I got to do some kindling. Chippy, 435 problems. 435 problems. I took the saw to a shop, sort of as a test, and it went 50-50. That's what I'm going to say. He's going to look at the 435, see if he can fix it. He did say it sounds like it needs to be tuned, but I was telling him I don't think that's the problem. He said that, I said I felt like it could be a seal. Maybe he said it could be a bearing seal, but if the bearing seal is gone, then you need to replace the saw, something like that. And I thought to myself, nah, that's not right. He didn't want to look at the 181 at all. Didn't want to know. He said that saw is too old. So he's not a mechanic. He's a salesman. Yeah, that's what I like. He said. Oh, he also said that he can't get parts for saws. And I thought to myself, I can get parts for saws on eBay. Yeah. But is it a seal? This is the thing. I don't know. As Pat said, he's a salesman. You know, he's trying to sell me a saw. Norvik, how is it going? He had the 500i and he had a 585. It's a headache for OEM in that you can't get parts. He said he was struggling to get parts from Husqvarna. Dragalope. Fire it up. Fire it up. Yes. Well, Pappy, I'm not the world's biggest soccer fan, but I actually did watch that Brazil-Germany game, and I did see it coming. I just felt that Brazil were a crap team who were at that stage, they were coasting on past glories, and I just felt like, I remember watching that World Cup thinking to myself, if they come up against a decent team, they're going to get hammered. They're shit. No, Pat. Rod. Shit. I don't have a helmet. I keep meaning to record that video for you, and I keep forgetting. Pit zips. You can ask them to put pit zips in it, but I tell you the thing about it is that the zips only come up to about here. You know where a buffalo zip will come right up, and they work as pit zips as well. And I always felt that. I also always felt that the zips could come up a wee bit higher. Now, the Varstalika zips for me were too big. I didn't like them at all. I felt that they was too far up. They didn't need to come the whole way up to here. I get the reasoning, but I thought 2 separate zips would have been better. So I would talk to them, Rod, and see what they can do, because they will literally do any modification that you want. That's it. Now, it does cost extra, but at that stage, you know, when you're spending that much on a smock that you're going to have, for the rest of your life. Let me see. Where is mine? I was wearing it on Wednesday. Look. So there's the pit. Okay, so the zip only comes halfway up. Now, it doesn't actually affect it. You don't notice it that much and stuff. I always just felt that If it was a wee bit more buffalo like, it would have been better. Yes. But you know what? I have never had an issue with venting on it. It's very breathable. No, 100%, Chippy. Don't be panicking. See, the thing is that it's cold now. Yay! That means I can start putting these away. And it means I finally get a chance to wear this bad boy that the Wandering Parson's made for me. The Wandering Parson. Yes. That's going to be cool. That's going to be dead cool. I might actually wear that tomorrow. And this is the one you were talking about, Rod. Was it this one that you wanted to... This was the one, wasn't it? That you want, that about the hood. The hood is big and the hood is removable. Looks like you could get a helmet in it to me. But the problem being, Rod, is that I only have a chainsaw helmet. I don't have any climbing helmets anymore or anything like that. So it's not really a good judge. But I'll do it for you tomorrow. I'll remind myself at some stage tomorrow, if I'm not having a shit attack about the rugby, I'll remember to do it. If not tomorrow, it'll be Sunday. You're still claiming, good man. No, yes, guys. Look, and that's the thing. Look, I'm all about supporting each other and stuff like that, guys. So if you are not subscribed to each other's channels, and because the thing about it is that we all do very similar content. So just, give each other you are climbing as in tree climbing. Yes. Well, my helmet was for rock climbing. It wasn't for tree climbing. Well, I'll stick a chainsaw helmet on and see. It might work. It might work. And see, this is the thing. I would literally say to them, can you make the hood a bit bigger? And Zachary, how's it going? And they would probably make the hood bigger. Thanks, Ed. Thanks. Fingers crossed. Ireland for the win. Ireland for the win. My brother lives in New Zealand. He's married to a Kiwi as well. I would say there's to be good crack in his house this weekend. Yes, please don't forget, thumbs up. 10 people watching, 6 thumbs up. Dun, dun, dun. That is true. That is true. I'm with you, Rod. I am with you. Oh. There's no Ireland emoji. There's no Ireland emoji. How freaking dare they? How dare they? And the thing is, Dragalo had a channel long before I had Bruno. Conky better have given his thumbs up, or I'm going over there and I'm going to find him. It is, so. Oh, I forgot. Oh yeah. So plans and plans and plans. That is it. So I gotta hopefully the 435 will come back and it will be all sorted and there'll be no more messing about with it, or it's going to come back and this boy's going to tell me that it's done and that I need to buy a new chainsaw. But I am not buying a new chainsaw. I can't afford it. It's tires or chainsaw. That's the way it works. So I had to get tires because apparently they're more important than chainsaws. I know, like, in what sort of a crazy world do we live in? Is being able to stop safely on a road in a 3-ton truck or whatever weight it is, truck, more important than owning more chainsaws? Like, what is the world coming to, guys? What is the world coming to? 100%, Chippy. Cheers. It's handy. Do you know, somebody commented on the 435 video I did. Somebody commented and said, is this basically why did you make a video of you just basically trying to start your chainsaw? And I said, this was my answer. Because the people that are watching this video have amassed way more knowledge with chainsaws than I will ever hope. And somebody will give me the answer, and together we will fix it as a community. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Isn't it? For me, that's what it's all about. It's for being able to ask a question. It's being able to show you guys on video so that you understand what I am talking about, so then you can better help me fix the problem. Doesn't that make sense? I really do feel that there is something else wrong with that 435. But sure, what can you do? We just figure these things out. Aaron. He sure did. He sure did. He made a lot of things groovy. Aaron, camp is on tomorrow. The €6 knife from Lidl. I don't know if it's going to make it, buddy. I don't know if it's going to make it. Guys, I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to go down and watch the end of this movie with the girls. Well, that's what I'm going to do, Pat. This is what I have come to. This is the realization I have come to. I am never going to find somebody who is going to be willing to do what I want them to do with the chainsaw, right? I'm never. There's no more mechanics out there. There's no. A guy said that to me 10 years ago, and I laughed at him. He said, "There's no such thing as a mechanic anymore. They're all just fitters. They all just fit parts into things. Nobody will sit down and break something down and try and figure out what's wrong with it. So I'm just going to have to do it myself. And you are going to help me." Suckers. Guys, thanks for watching. Stay frosty.